If you want to, I think this is a great opportunity in the market. If you want to leave, whoa, my phone fell. If you want to leave your job, if you want to start a new career, and if that career is real estate has absolutely changed my life as somebody who immigrated to America. I was a barber. I was an auto body technician. I was a illegal substance seller at one point in my life. All those things. But the last thing I did was being a barber. To leave being a barber was the scariest thing. It was that consistent income, that money coming in. And I had to leave that, and I had to fall flat on my face, meaning I wasn't able to become a successful realtor. And I think a lot of people, what they don't realize about leaving a job to get into the real estate business is that, hey, you aren't just gonna, maybe some are, for sure, some people will just become successful, but most of you, just like me and my brother, are gonna get into the business, make some money, and then fail big time. And if that's true for you, it's okay, right? Number one is you got to join a good team. Like, probably come hang out with me and my brother, because we're one of the few people that have been able to build this business to such high level. Yet when we started out, we didn't have much, right? I couldn't think this big money and all these opportunities. So it's like, you can keep succeeding, but you got to get real with yourself. It's not going to be easy for most of you. And maybe you had an easy run, but the way the market is now, it's just not that easy. So what you really have to figure out is this what you really want to do? And are you willing to go through the dark times, through the hard times of not making money? Because that's how you come out on top. This is how life works. Doesn't matter what anybody says. This has been my experience. I got into sales. I didn't make any money. I did sales for 9 years without being able to buy a single property. And then we did 12 properties that we bought, that some we've sold, some we've kept. But after 9 years, like, are you willing to go 9 years in any business without making crazy money? Would I go back to being a barber now that I make real estate money? No, not a chance in hell, because there is nothing I could have done in that barbershop to make the kind of money and create the kind of opportunities and help the people that I help now. There's nothing I could have done. However, if I quit, I always say me and my brother never wanted to quit on the same day. You might be alone right now, but if you decide to quit, you'll never get the upside. So what if it doesn't take a year or two or three? So what if it takes 9 years? But then you can change your life, you could change your family's life, you could change your future. That is worth it, big time. What you have to realize is, this is life, this is business. There are other people trying to get ahead as well, and there are other people trying to make money as well. 85% of people fail in business in the first 2 years, meaning they don't renew their license, they don't keep going into business. Why is that? Is that because it's super easy? No, it's not. In theory, I think the problem is understanding is easy, because we can all talk and communicate. We all think, like, I can do this too. But there is so much to running a business, especially in real estate. It's like everybody knows a realtor. I have friends that use me one time and then use somebody else and then use somebody else. I have investors that screw me over. I have all these things that happen. But I also have people that use me every time, all the time. I also have people that take my advice and they allow us to help them buy bigger, better properties. I also have the business, you get it? The business has been built over time to the point where I don't have to do anything else. I'm a realtor, I'm an investor, which was a dream of mine. And if it is and it's profitable, and if that is a dream of yours, don't give up. Maybe we should talk. Maybe you should give us a call and figure out what we could do to help you, because it is a lonely road. And there's a lot of people that say they can help, but then when you go work for them, you realize they're just into it for themselves. We've been able to build it from the ground up, and we can show you how to do the same. So why don't you get plugged in, reach out? Why don't you go join our Real Estate Titans call? Like, we're teaching all this stuff, and all it takes is for you to calm down and just go for it, because there's nothing worse. For me, it was the same. There's nothing worse than having a job that you don't want to go to, but you go there because you think you need the money. And there's nothing worse than getting into the real estate sales business and thinking like, oh, I can be more successful, and then realizing it's not easy. However, the upside in this business is big, and if you really go for it, and if you really surround yourself with a good circle, good mentors, get plugged in, push yourself, you can become extremely successful in this business. It has absolutely changed my family's life. It has changed my brother's life and his family's life. It has changed a lot of things for us. And it's beautiful to have this business be able, the purpose of business is to fund the perfect life. The purpose of business is to grow. Once you're able to grow, then you can go and help other people, which is the level we're at. But you know what's funny? The first 10 years, the first 5 years when I was getting evicted, we both have full-time jobs, we both have part-time jobs. All this nonsense, nobody looks at you twice. So I get it. Like, you're alone and it's a dark road, but I'm just here to tell you, like, if I did it, you could probably do it. Just don't make the mistake of thinking you're so good that you don't need help and that you can figure it all out, because as you know, life is tough and business is tough, and if you're not around the right people, it's going to be very difficult for you to accomplish these things. So reach out to us, follow DNA Realty Group, we share our story, and I wish you the best of luck. There is nothing like being in real estate sales or any sales, knowing how to sell and then getting money and then learning how to invest. It's a beautiful thing, but it's not going to happen overnight. So good luck. I wish you all the best.